Hello, friend. Welcome to the Celebrity Comedy Interview Show by Scott Renz. And I am Scott Renz. And you are you. You are here to see the show. Now, hit the subscribe, and you'll be able to see the following episodes as they come every Friday. And if you like this, hit the link for like. Oh, and I'd like to know where you're at. So in the comments, put a comment. Let me know, where are you? And if you want to be on a show, hit the comment in the links for an interview. And you give me your information, and maybe you could be our next guest. Okay, who do we got now? Who's our guest today?
Eddie Baker.
Eddie Baker. Well, you should be a baker.
I am a baker.
You are a baker. Did you do that because your name was Baker?
Of course.
Of course. You've got a long line of bakers, right?
Yes, of course.
So when did you start? Did you start as a kid or what?
Well, yes, I started helping my mom bake when I was in the first grade. And I was the best biscuit cutter ever. She would make biscuits on Sunday. And we used an empty aluminum can to cut the biscuits. And I was the best cutter ever.
Wow.
I was her favorite, I think. And then when I was, I don't know, first grade, second grade, I made my first cake from scratch. It was a lemon cake. And I don't know what happened, but it turned into like a rubber disc. You could just jiggle it. And that's when I knew I had to fulfill my namesake and be a baker.
From the scratch. So did you grow the wheat?
Not that scratch. Not that much scratch. But, and I actually, one time I created granola. I created granola way back when.
On purpose or just by accident?
It was a good accident. I was making oatmeal raisin cookies, and they didn't cookie up like they should have. And when I scooped them off the cookie sheet, they kind of fell apart. I put them in a bowl, and voila, granola.
What makes you so famous? You just made such great cakes that made you famous?
Well, I was on a public television show for a couple of years, and I had some great celebrities joining me.
Really?
And I graduated from Le Cordon Bleu and the American Culinary Institute. Okay. I didn't actually graduate.
Oh.
I
got a certificate of participation, right?
Well, I found some textbooks at Goodwill, and I read them and studied them. So that's close enough.
Sure. Yeah. Well, once you were on the TV show, that's all the more documentation you needed.
Yeah, I got on TV, and I had Julia Child on with me one time.
Yeah.
And then I was supposed to go on her show, Julia Cooks, but her people and my people just never got together, and I don't know.
Well, too late now, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
God
rest her soul.
Yeah. So what do you like to bake?
I like to make things that look pretty.
Oh.
They say presentation is everything, right? And I especially, of course, like to make desserts because most baking is desserts. And I like to make whoopie pies
Whoopee?
and whoopie pies. And I kind of invented those. One time I was making some chocolate cookies and they were really flat when they got finished. So I thought, well, I'll put two together. How was I going to put two together? So I got some marshmallow cream because that's really sticky. And I was whipping that up. I put that between the two chocolate cookies, and there you go, whoopie pies.
Wow. So
And
what's the
also,
craziest thing that happened on the show?
well, there was this one time when it was the last show of the season, actually. And somehow an oven mitt was in the oven.
Huh.
I don't know how. And there was smoke, and the firemen came, and I was making pastries at the time. And the firemen were there, and the police were there, and everybody was yelling. It was total chaos. But after that, we just never renewed the show. I think some damage happened to the kitchen
Really?
because the oven.
Into the mitt too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, the mitt wasn't any good. And then I guess the oven was on fire. And I was just sad that there weren't enough puffs for the police and the firemen.
Oh, yeah. So looks like you're prepared to bake today. You're going to bake today?
No, I'm not baking. I always put my hairnet on. You never know when you might have an emergency bake.
Oh, wow.
But I just got so used to wearing it, I feel naked without it. So I just put it on every morning.
Yeah. And every so often you get an emergency call for a bake.
Right. You never know.
Hey. So, do you have a cookbook with all your recipes in it?
I do. Thank you. I have Baking Better with Betty Baker.
Whoa,
That's my cookbook.
there a poem like that?
I have all kinds of fun recipes.
Wow.
So, yep, Baking Better with Betty Baker. It has all my tips and tricks and how to's and whatnots.
But didn't Betty Baker bake a bitter batter?
I do bake a better batter.
Yeah, good. All right. So, so you didn't have formal training, but you read the textbooks anyway.
Right, I read them cover to cover. I studied them really hard. So, and that's just as good as going to school, I would think.
Yeah. Oh, so have any? Were there any incidents with your guest, your celebrity guests that were on the show?
Yeah, well, one time when Ramsey came on my show, Gordon Ramsay,
Yeah.
he came on and I told him no cursing.
Hmm.
Absolutely no cursing. But he did anyway.
Oh,
And then he kept saying surf and turf and he wanted to cook some surf and turf, but I don't know what kind of cookies those are.
no, 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 those are not cookies. No.
So we just made some cupcakes and we made some cannolis.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Surf and turf. No, I think that'd be more Julie Child's realm of cooking.
Right, right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, well, I'm glad you could make the show. You have any special announcements or things you'd like to say to our friend watching today?
Well, I would just say check. I think my book is still available for sale. check out Baking Better with Betty Baker. And I think it's where you can buy most books. I hope it's still available.
Yeah. Where do you get your royalty checks from? Where do the checks come from?
Well, I haven't gotten one in a while.
Oh,
So maybe
maybe they're just going into your account. You should go check your account, see if it's
I should
maybe.
go check my account. Maybe I'm selling more books than I think.
Yeah, yeah, you should
I'll have to
see.
check.
They might be wondering where are you? Why aren't you collecting your money?
That would be a nice surprise.
Yeah. Well, okay, Betty. It's nice having you on the show.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me and go out and bake better.
Okay. Bye bye. Well, thank you, guest, and thank you, friend, for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know in the comments where you are. And if you want to be a guest on the next show, go in the comment to that link for an interview and give me your information, and you can be on the next show. Okay, friend. See you next time.